I've had it with RVing. I'm done. Just kidding. I miss it already.
Me too.
We're
Like my home is behind.
We're heading for an airport far away from our RV.
Yes.
Because the airport in my hometown is not very good.
Yeah, really tiny airport.
So.
And also based on the price, it's kind of like a little bit more pricey.
Yeah.
So we are actually driving down to Chicago now to start a big journey. We're going to Brazil.
Yeah. For those that don't know, her family is all in Brazil.
Yes.
Because that's where she's from.
Yep.
And so we sort of make regular visits when we can down to Brazil. And we haven't since we started RV life, but now it's the time.
Now is the time to go.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to have my graduation.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm graduating business. I'm so excited. So, we'll see.
Business administration.
Business administration.
Yeah.
That sounds so fancy. And now the next step is see how I can do to validate my diploma in the US. So that was gonna be a whole different step, but let's not worry about that now. So that's a good thing about having family in different parts of the world is that you can travel between them. But it's also so difficult because every time you go to see one side of the family, you leave another side of the family behind.
Right.
It's difficult. It's difficult to deal with saying byes and saying highs.
I mean, yeah, it's tricky to say like hi and bye and stuff, but if you I'm sort of used to it, I guess, because I have family around the United States, and so you see them sometimes for a little bit, and then you see them, and you have to leave. So.
I don't know. For me, it's still a little weird. At least in my family in Brazil, we don't go away that far. So like even though once you get older and adult life and all of that, you usually live close by, and we sit together for every Sunday lunch. So we're very close. So for me, it's kind of difficult. Like when I moved to US, it was so difficult, really difficult just to like detach from my Brazil family. I don't know if it is a cultural thing or if it's as it is or it is, I don't know. But I feel like in US, when the kids graduated from high school, you're kind of like preparing to go to college and then change for a different city and then start your life, and then usually gonna be in the dorms or an apartment. So I feel like maybe in the US it's kind of part of the growing process.
Yeah, push them out of the nest.
Yeah, that they go away. Maybe that's why you're more used to it.
Yeah, maybe it could be,
Yeah.
So in preparation for this trip, we put the RV in storage for the first time, sort of storage, in storage mode, I guess. And so we needed to get everything sort of ready, and then we had to think about how we wanted to handle the humidity, because usually we'd run like the humidifier or like the AC and humidifier settings, but we're not there. And we don't have enough power to like run it on solar the whole time. So we're trying damper this time. We have a bunch of those around. We'll see how that's able to kind of handle the humidity, and find out if when we get back, like all the wallpaper is peeling off. I've seen all these things on Facebook. I think we'll be okay though, because before we actually got the RV, it was sitting in the lot for like 2 or 3 months, I think, and nobody was in there. And when we picked it up, it was fine. So I guess I can handle it, right?
We'll see if you can handle it or not. I think we'll be fine. And in my side, I organize, and I clean a lot of stuff. So the first thing I did was make sure that we are not leaving any food behind, like especially in the pantry. So I clean everything. I made a meal plan for the month so we can actually use most of our stuff. So I am not leaving any package open. Everything's inside of containers. Everything's organized. Hopefully no animal will move in, but you never know, especially that where we are camping right now, we have seen a lot of animals around. I saw bunnies around, chipmunks, mouse, and deers, actually. I don't think the deer were broken, of course not.
Yeah, they would.
But the small ones might.
And then one thing to note is, so in our case, we have all the solar. And so we're in sort of storage mode, but actually we still have our fridge on because it's using the sun to power it. And we'll get plenty of sun to run the fridge. And do I have everything else running? No, that's it, I guess.
Just that.
Yeah. And so we still have the fridge going. So we'll have some stuff that is going to last for a while. We have a frozen pizza, for instance. That's still in there. So as long as the fridge stays going, then it'll be great. It'll be fine.
Because with multi-docking, if we have any problem, my mother-in-law can just go there and take a look first. So that's something that I'm really happy about it. Really happy about it. So I don't need to worry about our valuable things being there, because I know that it's someone that I can trust, and our home will be safe. So the only thing we need to worry about it, I think, it's animals moving in and RV falling apart.
Yeah, and like a tree falling on it or something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's true. There's so many trees around.
Yeah, but
Might be fine.
it's fine, I think.
That would happen anyway if it was a
Right.
house or if it was an RV, or who knows.
Right.
So the order is supposed to be like this. It was good though.
Cool.
We'll see you tomorrow.
There's a motorcycle not following the laws. Even more not following the laws. Going through the red light. Welcome to Brazil. We're gonna do a little tour of our house. Behind me is the big gate. So this gate opens up and goes to the street. Actually here in the city in Brazil, at least, I think in a lot of cities, but in this city in Brazil, most of the houses all have these big gates and they come in. So they don't really have yards on the street like we do in the United States. It's these big gates. And so then this is the garage. And then we'll turn around the camera. So here is the garage space. This is where we park the car. Here's our dogs. Here is Bolt and Belinia. They're jealous of each other. I only have one hand though because I'm using the camera in the other one. Let's go ahead and head into our garage. So we actually there's a house, somebody else's house above us. And then our garage is here. And over here we have our front yard. This actually used to be all green, but here in Brazil, they also have very wet seasons and very dry seasons. And so right now it's very dry. And so the grass has turned into, well, I guess the grass is just gone. But we're actually looking at putting in some artificial grass for the dogs to be able to enjoy that some more without having to like maintain and put a lot of water on the grass. We have our garden on this side. Fabiola's mother has done a lot of great work maintaining this garden space. Is actually really her garden space. And here's the dogs some more now that they're not in the way of the camera. There we go. And this is the front door. We also have our little shed space over here. Here's compost. We have a really cool compost going on over here. Here's the front. Let's go ahead and see if Fabiola is here.
Quem é? Quem é? Oh.
Hi.
You and everybody.
Yes,
Bring
we're here. We're here to see the place.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Welcome to the inside part. Yay! So this is our office, dining room, living room all together. So here's where I'm working. So I brought my laptop from US and my Bobo screen so I can have an extra monitor. Okay, let's go through here. Here's our treadmill. We bought this in the COVID times before I moved to US so we could keep in shape. Here's our dining table. Here is our living room. And here's my couch. This couch is like you sit down this couch and then they come over immediately. And you can come to Belinha. She's more like not sure because she was rescue puppy, so she's very scared about everything. So she's kind of like, you want your baby? She's scared about stuff. So here's the furniture that I made myself on the COVID times. I like to build stuff, so I built this furniture. I built this one too. I never finished painting this part, but I built this. And we have our knickknacks for our traveling, photos, So I also painted this wall too. So this gray wall, I did it. So I was feeling very artistic. I also did this one too with popsicle stuff. Actually, I remember building this one in my garage. So I built this one too. And I also painted these walls with my dad. This one my dad helped me to paint these ones. So we just had an infiltration in that corner with the neighbor house. So we fixed it. So probably I'm gonna need to paint again that part and fix it. This yard, me and Nathan, we did this in the floor. Looks really good. We're gonna go upstairs soon. But first, let's go to the kitchen, which is right here. Oh, I also painted this one when I had COVID in US. And I was feeling sad inside of a home, and then I painted this. I like to paint stuff. All right. We designed all of this thing here. So here's our, like, most of kitchen stuff. And then things, which I cannot hit anything here, so...
reach. Yeah.
Reach. So usually I will call Nathan.
Yeah.
Can you get this for me?
Or we have this device that you could use if you'd like. But usually she just calls me anyway.
You know, I could use, but you know, husband, I need help.
Yeah.
But if I'm alone, I will use that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this, this didn't have any cabinets, I think, or a sink when you first got here.
Just a sink.
Yeah, just the sink. And so, the surface here you had to replace with your dad, right?
Yeah.
And you put
Yes.
you put in this thing, but otherwise it was empty below and above. And
Yes.
I think this was here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then you had designed like the whole thing, and then contacted like a company to create it.
Yeah, to make this wood thing.
They made it
do
like
all that.
custom set up the whole thing, so that like this space was here, and then everything, and then they built that over a month in their thing, and then they actually brought it all in and then attached it to the wall.
And I'm not a designer, but I just draw that on my iPad and I say, can we do this? And they say like, sure.
Yeah. So a couple sort of more unique things about Brazil, or at least this area in Brazil.
Yeah, at least this house.
Yeah,
right?
at least this house, is that there's no hot water in the kitchen. So here we have two things. One is, so we have fresh water that comes through the filter, and then we just have on for the regular water. And the other big difference is that the houses that I've seen so far have mainly been designed to be wet. So like this counter, you can, if you want to do this, it's fine. You can't, in the United States, this is not an okay thing. And then you just use a squeegee, and then you go like this, and it goes all into the sink.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing, it has this lip, so you can have water all over the place. This drying rack, I wanted to find a base for it so that it would actually dry right in there, but I couldn't even find like a thing to go underneath. This is not a thing that you do here in Brazil. It just goes here, and then water collects, and you just go like this, and put it in the sink. And also, so with the floor, when you're washing it, like you just have soap and water all over the place, and then you use a squeegee, and you put it down the drain. Like, it's very different.
How practical is that, huh?
Instead of, and so like if you want to wash, I mean, like some of this stuff you wouldn't want to get wet. But as we'll see in the bathroom, like you can sort of just like throw water, soapy water on the walls, all over the place, and it's interesting. It's
very
a whole different way. Over here, so this other section, we also, this also wasn't here in the beginning. We brought this in. This isn't attached though, it's a separate unit.
Yep.
And in this space, this is sort of like the laundry and refrigerator space and storage.
Yeah, that's our suitcase.
So this is our suitcases that we brought in. We have a refrigerator and like our microwave, and we don't have a big oven, so we just have this this guy here. Works pretty well. We have our washer and our dryer. You'll see upstairs once we're up there.
Yep.
And then also it all runs on propane. So and it's not propane natural gas through the lines. They run through this propane tank. So when this runs out, we call a guy. He shows up on, we call a guy, he shows up on a motorcycle.
Yeah, the motorcycle.
And he brings in new propane, swaps it out.
He carries the propane like this, and then he bought it for you.
I hold bolts, because, Bolt will let him in. And they just swap it out. But the downside is there's only one tank, so it's cool. In the RV, we have two, and so we can swap. And so if one runs out, we just change the other one. This one, you run out, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, we're out.
I don't know. I wonder if we could have an extra one. If
Probably.
you want to.
Yeah, if we know how.
If you know how to change that.
If I know how to change it, then yeah, that's true. We could have it too.
We could have it too.
Maybe we should do that.
But the only thing that runs in propane here is the stove.
Yeah, just the stove.
Just the stove. Nothing else, because we don't have hot water.
Right.
Let's go to your office.
Yes, let's go to my office next.
Nathan's office. I keep bothering him saying, clean this office, organize this desk. Oops. Same for the RV though. So,
Yes. So here
here's the
is
office.
my office space, and then the dog's couch. A super cool wardrobe that
Wardrobe.
It took us a long time to find the right wardrobe.
Why?
I don't know why it took so. I mean, we're picky.
Because I'm indecisive.
Yeah, we're picky. So actually, when we first came in here, this whole wall had one that was like built on the wall. But why did we get rid of that?
Because it was falling apart,
Yeah.
and it was super old and has the bugs on it.
Yeah, it had. Yeah, that's right. It had sort of because it was on the wall, and then bugs had sort of moved into it. So we removed the whole thing. Hi, Bill. So we removed the whole thing, and
Guess who painted? Guess who painted?
yeah, and then she painted it.
Yay.
Okay, down.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
I painted all. I love this wall. I like this green color. I think it's dark. It's beautiful. I like it. Yeah.
yeah, and then what's nice is here I actually have way more office space than in the RV.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
does.
nice because I can just have. This is actually the neatest it usually is. Usually it's a little bit more messy than this, but
Yeah.
we sort of cleaned it up a little bit for the video.
Yeah, we don't
But
want to like shout.
it's kind of in its natural state
Yeah.
with stuff.
With he can find stuff and I can't. I'm like, should we fix
But yeah,
this
so this
desk?
is this wardrobe. It took us a long time. We finally found a place in the area that would have like the one we want because
Yep.
it has like the right amount of space and everything, and also
Yeah.
some storage on top, and it's nice.
Yes, I should go through those boxes because when we moved to US, I kind of like put some stuff in storage mode.
Yeah.
So eventually one day I'm gonna need to fix that, I think. All right, and here in the office, we have these big windows that I love it so much, more plants. And then if you keep walking through here, you come to our little back area.
Yeah, a little backyard.
Yeah, and we have here walls.
Yeah, more
And
walls.
walls. And walls. I mean, it's a little back area.
Yeah.
But if you go up, you can actually see the neighbors.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a nice view.
Yeah.
I have some ideas for this project here, for what I want to do. Didn't settle yet. So here's the door that comes out of the office.
And there's a dog door here too. So in theory, we can also
Yeah.
close this, and then the dog can still get out down here
Yes.
during the day
Yep.
or at night or whatever. They can get out of here.
Look at Boat's nose. He was digging things outside in the floor. And he's not sure about what's going on, so he's kind of like shaking his tail, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's such a puppy dog. He's a famous caramel.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. And so in Brazil, there's a bunch of dogs that just sort of live on the street and are around. And so a lot of them are sort of, they end up becoming sort of brown, caramel. And so that's a name for like street dogs that are around this color.
And also a mix of brand of dogs.
Yeah, right.
Is that
yeah,
what it's called?
Yeah, like a mutt, I guess. So he's sort of a mutt of some sort, but also Blinny is too.
Belling, yes.
She came from the street, and then we adopted her. And we were talking about adopting her, and then when she came in, she gave birth to Bolt.
So we're like,
And so we're
okay,
like,
now it's two.
I guess we have two dogs now. So yeah.
Shall we do bedroom?
Yeah, let's do
so
bedroom.
we finish the first floor before
Yes.
we go upstairs.
Yeah, and the bathroom.
In our house, we have these gates because, for me, having dogs inside of a house is something new that I learned with Nathan. But I say that I wanted to set up some boundaries as she was not 100% sure how I would live with dogs here. But now I have them all the place. So Belinha has a couch, we have boats everywhere, and we have his toys here. But in the bedroom, I would like to have my space. So we have this gate at the door.
Yeah, and also like this gate here, what's nice is we can sort of section off. So like if we want to have him in here for some reason, and then we sort of have these gates all over the place to be able to add different barriers.
Yep.
If we wanted to clean the floor or something.
So let's go to the bedroom. So my bedroom is still in progress.
In progress. I think I disagree.
It's not done. It's not done.
I think that this bedroom is in its optimal state.
Yeah,
we can decorate this wall.
This bedroom has been through a lot.
But we've rearranged this bedroom so much, and trying to figure out the exact position of everything so that there's like enough space around the whole thing. And we have the end tables now that are perfect size. There's not enough space over here to put anything. And so occasionally she tries to put something here, but then you can't get through.
You put your shoes in there, I couldn't walk.
Sometimes she wants to we could actually fit suitcases here, but no furniture.
Not fair.
And so there's times where you want to rearrange to see what that's like, but it's like, well, we've already done that, 6 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
So why do it again? Anyway.
No, progress.
So everything is optimally placed. But you could paint this wall if you want.
No, progress. I was going to put a frame in here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yes.
you can put a frame here.
That's fine. Yeah.
With our RV photo with some adventures.
Cool.
Right here and here. I think that's all what I can do, I guess. Decorate walls.
The other difference in Brazil, while we're here, so we've exchanged our RV for a bricks and bricks place.
Oh yeah, bricks
so
and
technically, bricks. The doors are wood, but the walls are not. The walls are brick.
Brick and
cement.
Brick and cement. That's true.
And so actually, when you want to, a whole different thing for me. So if I want to put up something on the wall, I'm used to trying to find the stud, the wood in the thing. But no, here you have to drill a hole and then put in. It's almost like if you're just doing a drywall one, but it's into cement.
Here's our bed. Whee! And it has a lot of space. It's something different from the RV though, I think. One thing that I like a lot about here is this big windows, so I can have the cross breeze.
Right. Yeah,
going.
and
it's really cool.
So advantage, disadvantage. Here we don't have any screens, which sometimes bugs can get in, but actually it does let the air through a lot better.
Yeah.
I've noticed that even just with on the RV, with the screen door, it actually stops a lot of the airflow.
That's true. And then if you open a tiny bit, the mosquitoes and bugs, they're all over you, and spiders and everything.
So right now this season is nice because there's not very many mosquitoes happening. But there's occasionally some, so I kill them with the fly swatter thing.
Yeah. All right, let's go bathroom now.
Yeah, let's go to the bathroom.
All right, we're in the bathroom.
This is the bathroom. A little bit bigger than the RV.
Yes, a lot bigger than the RV.
I don't know. It might actually be. I think it's maybe twice as big as the RV.
Twice bigger, yes. Yeah. Not that much bigger, but a little bit bigger.
So let's see. Just some differences here. So also, this sink also has no hot water, just regular water.
Yeah.
But where hot water does come in is in the shower.
Yeah.
So in the shower, famous thing about Brazil?
Yeah, we can say that the showers are kind of like
surprise me. So there's electricity that runs to the shower, which heats up the water as it comes out.
Right.
Which I guess like my parents' house actually, they have that, but not at the shower. They actually in the basement, instead of a water heater, it's like an electric heater. So as the water comes through, it heats it up right then.
I see. Interesting. So the heat's before getting to the shower.
Right, but in this case,
it heats immediately.
It's here. Yeah.
Yes.
This one is kind of a little fancier one. And a lot of the other styles, you can see more of the cables and stuff. So I always get nervous with the other styles.
Yeah, we haven't been here in a long time. That the whole thing was smoky and have all of that.
Yeah. So when you turn it on, it's just hot right away. And there's a little dial here if you want to change the temperature. But generally, if you want to change the temperature, you increase or decrease the amount of water flow.
I mean, that's not the right way to do, but okay.
But it's because if you want it to be hotter, you can decrease the water flow some, but you don't want to do it too much, because if it's too little water flow, then you can actually burn out the little heat thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But so far, I think it's only happened once that we've had problems with the heater element. The bathroom. So this style I've seen sort of around Brazil. I haven't really seen it too much in the U.S. They also upstairs we do have like the regular tank in the back, but this one is just a high water pressure flow that comes in. In this case, so it just goes. I guess it's just high water pressure. But a lot of times in the U.S. you have the tank in the back that sort of slowly fills up and then empties down. But this is.
But detail. Yeah. We cannot put toilet paper inside of this.
Yes, that's okay. That's the biggest difference in the Brazil compared to the United States. I think of everything, is that toilet paper goes into the garbage next to it.
This garbage.
Which actually sort of you do in some cases if you're in the RV anyway. If you want to reduce the amount of toilet paper in the tank, you could also do that.
Yeah, we have done that for the knocking sections.
Yep.
Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, last but not least is, I'm gonna close this just so the dogs don't come through. So we have a cool spiral staircase that's not quite designed for my height, so I have to duck Otherwise, I hit my head. But so we have the spiral staircase that comes up to the upstairs.
Yay!
This is a lot of space. So here's our dryer. And so when we dry clothes, actually it works really well. So we have, we have these that run all the way across, and then, but if you're actually going to have some sort of a gathering or here, we can undo these and it goes right into this thing. It's pretty cool. I can put this on Amazon if you want.
So when we come here is our little kitchen-ish barbecue.
Yeah, kind of a barbecue place. We haven't used this actually too much, just because we have some chimney issues. But it's fun. We've used it a few times.
Actually, I have a project that I want to fix that. I just didn't have the time to do.
Yeah.
But my idea was going to be like open this part here so we can actually access better, and also put a new extension, I guess.
Yeah, chimney.
New chimney, bigger one, so we can actually get this too. We have here sink, functional sink, and we have a birds living right there. So it's their house in there.
Yeah, this is just open. So there's only been a few times we actually had birds downstairs, but up here, we're not up here as much, so sometimes birds move in.
From the kitchen, you come to this other area where we have the hammock here.
Yeah, hammock. And then we used to actually have it attached to this wall, but this is more sturdy, so we moved it to this one. But yeah, it's nice. We've had a lot of lounging, especially when right now it's winter here. Because it's summer in the United States.
It's winter here. Look how I'm dressing up.
But it's still hot, and so imagine in the summer, this is nice because you can open up these windows, and there's a breeze coming across, and then you can lay down here in the hammock.
It's good, and you can make barbecues.
Yeah.
The view is not very amazing.
Yeah.
Neighbors and neighbors.
Yeah, that's probably why we keep it closed. It's because that's not our windows over there.
Yes.
So we keep it closed generally.
Continue the upstairs area.
Yep. So we have a second bathroom, just basic utilities in there.
Yep.
Up here we have our pool that we actually don't use anymore. It's kind of hard to maintain. The design of the drain and all that stuff was kind of a pain. So,
yeah, those work quite well.
So we've gone through a few iterations of a cover. So this is what actually is working pretty well. I tried one because I'm a wood guy, United States wood. So I made one out of wood with a tarp and all these things, but then it rains a lot. And so the rain actually became too much and the whole thing collapsed. So this is the newest version. I actually didn't build this. This is her dad that made this whole thing. Works well. Up here we have a backup shower. It's actually sort of designed for the pool space, but there's times where if the other one's broken for some reason, and it's only cold water, but I have taken very cold showers up here before. But you also have to keep in mind it's open, so everybody in the whole neighborhood can see you. So you have to. Everybody can see you. You have to kind of think about that.
Hey, people.
When you're deciding if you're going to do it with swim trunks on or not.
He's my husband naked. Oh, Nathan, actually stand under that shower, please.
Sure.
Did you notice that you almost not?
Yeah.
You can't actually stand.
Yeah.
I just noticed now.
But it's super cold anyway, and so I am not under it very long, so it's fine.
Just
it's sort of like
get wet, and then go away.
Like shampoo, and then do that, and then But yeah, so up here we have a really great view of the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, it's really good.
And there's we could sort of be gossipy. We can sort of look over the side. So sometimes there's actually police helicopters that will fly through trying to find stuff at night. And so we come up here with binoculars trying to see what they're seeing.
All right, so this was the tour of our house. Did you miss anything? I think no.
I think we got everything.
Cover all. I hope you guys enjoy. It's very different from the RV. A lot of different stuff, but we make it work, right? Mm-hmm. And also can hang out with our dogs.
Yeah.
That's also a very good thing. All right, so I hope everybody enjoyed this video. And dollar is worth 5.35 reais.
Yeah, which is the currency here in Brazil.
It's almost like $1 is worth 5 times.
Yeah.
So we can actually experience a couple of stuff around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And hopefully our RV is well stored.
Yeah, but what's nice is we actually do have the cameras actually set up, so I can see. My mom actually does gardening sort of around the RV, so I can see that she's working on the apple trees and stuff.
Yes, we keep an eye. I'm really hoping that chipmunks don't move inside of the RV or mouse or whatever.
That we don't know.
I guess we'll see in a couple
see.
videos. We're gonna see that. All right, thanks again. I hope you guys enjoy. If you are not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our adventures here in Brazil.
Yeah.
Tô muito animada porque eu posso ver minha família em Brasil. E aí? Alright, see you all. Bye bye.
Bye.